Hi, my name is Peter Kaczynski, and I work for a company called MaxScheduler. We're continuing our web series for manufacturers and printers about software challenges they face in their businesses. We want to share our experiences. MaxScheduler is a scheduling software business. We've been doing it for about 15 years. We've helped schedule around 300 million tasks. Myself, I'm a scheduling expert and product manager. My LinkedIn profile is there. Today we're going to be doing a case study about a sample customer called Easy Industrial Solutions. Easy is in the business of quality assurance of automotive fasteners and stampings. In their business, they were scheduling using a whiteboard. Let me show you a picture of that whiteboard. What you see here is a whiteboard with handwritten notes. Each rectangle with a label is a machine, and they have a queue of work for each machine. And basically, they were doing the scheduling and manual erasing and updating and planning the operations on a day-to-day basis. With that whiteboard, they had gotten to a point where they were doing around 120 jobs and processing around 2.5 million items each day. That's quite impressive for using a manual system, but they were starting to reach, they were starting to have some problems using that whiteboard, and they wanted to involve a computer system. And and the scheduling involved scheduling of jobs through machines or manual work. I think the split between the two is like 70% of the work was done through machines. And when they reached that point, they decided to make the leap and go with an MRP system. And they went down the typical process of getting in touch with, or finding out the requirements, getting in touch with vendors, vetting those software companies, and choosing somebody. And they started the project. It was supposed to take a few months. And unfortunately what happened was they got around halfway through the project, and they realized that the MRP system couldn't track two crucial numbers for them. They were called lot and bin numbers. And those two numbers were essential for scheduling of the jobs and tracking of the jobs. And the MRP system didn't give them a good user experience on a day-to-day basis to actually do the scheduling. So the whole point of making the change was called null. So what they did is they pulled the plug on the entire project and decided they kicked it out. And they reevaluated the requirements and decided to go with looking for a scheduling system. They were currently using QuickBooks to track financial information, and they were also entering jobs into QuickBooks. And they were looking for a scheduler that could work with QuickBooks, import the jobs, create a schedule, and move forward from there. This is where we got in touch with them. They submitted the RFP to us. We answered it. We were into discussions, and they chose us as a vendor, and we moved forward with the project. Some customization was needed. The project took around 2 months, part-time efforts on both sides. At the conclusion of it, Easy was quite happy. And let me show you a screenshot of what was the result. So this is a screenshot of the scheduling system today. They took a dramatic step above that whiteboard. They use a PC to create the schedule, and then they project it onto a large screen TV. The top part is the schedule, the columns represent resources, each block represents a job, and what you have is a queue of work in front of each machine. Red means a job has been completed and will be taken off the board. The area at the bottom is list view, which is jobs to be scheduled. And one interesting byproduct or a value that came out of this project is that by implementing a scheduling system that works with QuickBooks, it has pushed out the requirement for Easy to implement an MRP or ERP system. They know they're eventually going to need to go there, but they have pushed out that horizon a great deal for them. And what's nice now is that when they do need it, they'll be in a much better position to make that transition. They'll be in a better position financially, and they'll be a more stable company at that point. Because taking that step is a big risk for the corporation. So that's the end of this case study. Thank you for your time. If you have any comments or questions or interest in our scheduling software, please reach out to us at maxscheduler.com. Have a good day.